I wanted to talk a bit about the banking side. So you'd have mentioned at your most recent AGM that the loan portfolio growth was about 17%. Again, I know it's still maybe early, but how do you see things progressing for this year, and what's the outlook in terms of growing that side of the business?
So the Sagicor Bank Jamaica has done well, 3 or 4 years in a row, even in difficult times. And we expect that growth to continue this year. We are looking to deposit and loan growth in excess of just the general average growth in the economy, well in excess. And we plan to do that through relationships, through providing amazing service. Its tagline, the bank's tagline is "We're in your corner," and we really are. And yeah, there are hiccups, there are ups and downs. Nobody loves banks, but we're hoping that people love our bank more than they love others. And we have an aggressive and optimistic budget. So look out for more of the same, in my view.
Okay. So I do remember a time when there was heavy push to, for example, with your POS system for small businesses to get, there seemed to have been a time where there was like just a push for digital service and, so on. What would you say in terms of having things in place like a mobile app or maybe e-commerce payment services, just I guess growing in terms of the digital service and offerings from the banking perspective? How would you say, where are you with that now, and how do you see things progressing for that area?
Right. Well, Jermaine, that would take a whole interview by itself, to be honest with you, because we have so many active projects right now. We have an agile structure in terms of our digital development, and we have a number of agile labs which are solely dedicated to Sagicor Bank and banking. I can really, without revealing too much that's not public information, publicly available, I could speak to the fact that we're in the process of developing a digital wallet, which would be able to house many payment systems, cards, CBDC, prepaid cards, credit cards, etc., bank accounts. And we're looking at a number of digital offerings around loan origination, and I could go on and on and on, but there is a full digital strategy at Sagicor Bank Jamaica. We've just soft opened, and it's doing very well, and we'll do a grand opening shortly. Our bank we have done a real estate development which is about to be completed in Brunswick Avenue in Spanish Town, called New Brunswick. It's commercial space and it's residential space. I think it's about 12 acres. And Sagicor Bank has their new branch there, which is what our CEO, Chauvel Johnson Cunningham, calls Phygital, Phy, Phygital, meaning both physical and digital. So you can onboard yourself digitally there. You have smart ABMs, but of course you have the traditional services too. And that's kind of, I would suppose, a beacon of where Sagicor Bank is going to go. We still want to serve our clients wherever and however they want. We are looking at improving we have a very robust e-commerce platform which businesses can access to take e-commerce payments, and we provide those services. We're improving those, and we're looking at also improving all our offerings. Our POS machines, I think, are the best on the market now, and our competition is rushing to catch up by acquiring similar machines. And we're growing. We have a big partnership with PriceSmart, which was launched last year, I think, or late 22, and that is growing also. So across the board, digital is a big part of Sagicor Bank.
Does that partnership with PriceSmart only based in Jamaica, or it extends to other countries that PriceSmart is in?
So for now, it's only in Jamaica. If there are opportunities in other jurisdictions, certainly we'd look at them. But for now, it's only Jamaica.
Okay. what would you say would be the future of banking, right? Because we've seen some changes in the most recent years with the pandemic, sure, but then we also see slowly customers moving back to, the old ways. So what would you say, take us maybe 10 years into the future, what do you see as the future for banking in general and Sagicor Bank's role in that?
My view is that there will be the need for physical services for quite some time to come, but that clearly the shift will be from physical to digital over time. As to when that becomes purely digital, that will be long after I retire, in my view. We have seen banks internationally, as you say, go fully digital and then start to come back to somewhat of a mix. One of our big competitors had a big digital push in banking, and I think recently I've kind of said, well, let's pause and let's look at the most, clients. How do we best serve our clients? Because at the end of the day, without them, we are nothing. We have never paused. We have always taken the view that yes, we push digital. We have a number of streams existing. That takes time, takes a lot of money, but we're investing in it. But at the same time, we're able to use an omni-channel distribution to reach our clients. So if you want to roll your wheelchair up to a bank branch, or you want to walk into, our bank in Mandeville, you can. And we're not closing branches. We're adding a couple branches in very selective and strategic locations. Because when you're an advantage of being small, which we are, we're the third most profitable bank, but by a far way from the top two. And, the advantage of being small is that you can, be very selective in how you grow your distribution.
Do you think that in terms of banking, I'm asking this because I'm curious in terms of how we've seen on one side, I guess if there's a push for digital, online, all of those services, it increases the risk in terms of cybersecurity. And then of course on the other side, you're saying, well, the traditional way may not seem the most effective, right? So do you think we'll ever get to a place where we maybe just abandon? Because I'm not even sure what I'm asking you, honestly. I'm trying to frame it in my head, but I think I'm saying, do you see it ever really being something that makes sense to go digital, bearing in mind the threats that are there, as the need for, convenience and maybe flexibility, maybe customers wanting to work or get services in other countries? How do you, I guess, strike that balance between being digital, efficient, versus, being able to meet the clients where they are?
So your discomfort in the question is our team's discomfort in how we move, because really you're trying to, walk and chew gum at the same time. I think I'll just repeat what I said. Our approach is to be as efficient as possible, redesign processes, use digital wherever possible to improve efficiencies, and allow our clients to access our services, our banking services digitally if they wish, and then be able to pivot, if for example 10-20% is digital now and moves to 60 or 80 in the next few years, we're ready. Everything we do is about our client. Every single thing. It's about trying to improve how they access our services in a painless way, and to ensure that we are there for them in their corner. That is what we're about at Sagicor Bank Jamaica. And I think that's what we're about at Sagicor Group Jamaica, across life insurance, investments, banking, real estate, pension management, etc.
Okay.
Not to mention general insurance and remittances and payment services.
Okay. Yes,
You know,
it was.
we did a we did a kind of competitive comparison the other day for our board retreat and listed all the various possible financial services, and we were the only one who ticked every single box of our
That's awesome.
competitors.
Yeah. I do think Sagicor is in a good position. I focus mainly on the investment side. So I've seen, for example, the offers you brought to market, the platform that you use on the investment side. I see tremendous opportunity for Sagicor. As I said, I've had family that worked at Sagicor, so I kind of understand things from that side. And so I've always thought Sagicor is in a very unique position to do uh, a lot of things. I guess my focus was, I guess, to try to see what do you focus on doing really well versus what you maybe just want to maintain a presence in, and say, if there's opportunity, maybe you'll go forward and just kind of observe the strategy, so to speak, from afar.
Well, I don't know if I've confused you, but I think I'm very clear about our strategy as it relates to rolling out digital services. It's a must. We have huge investments in that. We have significant amount of human resources and money dedicated to it over the next X years. We actually have a 4 year to 3 to 5 year roadmap on transforming our insurance business digitally. That's our biggest business. And that is aligned with our sister companies in the Caribbean. So we're working closely together. And that again is a major project and will, you know, make it less painful to deal with insurance and also ensure that our back of house administrative processes are seamless, efficient, and you know, create the least amount of pain for our team and the least amount of pain or no pain for our clients. So I think our strategy is omni-channel, and it is to be nimble and be able to scale or scale up or scale down as necessary.
Yes, I'm clear. I wasn't confused. I was just saying that you're in a great position to be able to take advantage of multiple opportunities. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you're perfectly right. I think the future is bright. I think we have a great team, and I think we have the investment and infrastructure to really take advantage of opportunities as things develop in the world, as things develop in what our clients want, etc. Technology, new technologies. I mean, AI is clearly something that may change the entire way businesses operate, and we just have to be prepared and invest in our people, invest in our processes, invest in our um, knowledge base and our digital infrastructure. And it takes a lot of work, so that work-life balance is important too.
Yes, agreed. Agreed.